Hi, I'm Eddie Paul from Eddie Paul's Tool Talk, and we have another tool tip for you. They seem to be a popular subject as of late, or just nobody knows how to measure anything. That's probably what it is. I found a trick. These are calipers, digital calipers. They used to be veneer calipers, and you had to look at little scales, and it was really confusing. But they came out with digital, so you could just read it out and know exactly what your dimensions are. Some of the neat things is you have this end here, the short end, is for measuring holes. It's for inside dimensions. This one here is for outside dimension. If you want to measure like a shaft, you would use the outside dimension. Squeeze it down, look at the dial, that's 375, which is 3/8 of an inch, and that's the size shaft we have. Before you measure anything though, push the zero button. Zero out the calipers. They also have a little blue button, which could be any color, on top that you can go inch to metric. Another thing you can do if you measure something like this is 375.375, you can push that to find out what the metric equivalent would be, which would be 9.66. Then go back to 375 and know what it is in either metric or whatever we call our dimension, SAE. There's another trick that people get confused by, is measuring holes center to center. Now what you can do, push the calipers closed. Anytime you close them, of course, make sure the blades are clean. There's nothing in there stuck on the side that'll throw your dimension off. Close it and push the zero button to zero out your calibration. Go inside of a hole. If they're two equal hole diameters, these are for 1/8 inch pipe, measure it, bring it out, you look and it's 0.449 inches. Push the zero button and then come out, measure outside to outside of the two holes. Make sure you're right in there nice and straight. Lift it out and look, and that's 3.403. Now that's the distance from center of this hole to center of this hole. And the way we found it is by taking the hole diameter with the caliper, subtracting it by zeroing it out, then measuring outside to outside. So we've just taken the outside to outside dimension and subtracted the hole diameter. And if you subtract one hole diameter, you subtract two half hole diameters, which gives you center to center. I hope that made sense because it's totally confusing to me, but it works. It's a real neat way to find center to center on holes. But the big thing you got to remember when you do that is close the calipers as soon as you write down the dimension, and it'll come out to the hole diameter, 0.449. Zero it out. Otherwise, you'll forget that you have that in there. You'll pick these up, measure something, and you'll be off by almost half an inch. You will figure it out pretty soon once you make a few mistakes like that. We all have. So anyway, that's a little trick for measuring hole to hole. Veneer calipers, digital calipers are cheap now. You can buy a set like this that work pretty good for under $50. They used to be up to $1,000. So I'd get a set, protect them, keep them clean, put them in a little box, stick them in your toolbox, and if nothing else, you'll impress your girlfriend with measuring things, big things, little things, all kinds of things. So thanks for tuning in to another Eddie Paul's Tool Tip.